Awesome. We are live. So we'll give people a few minutes to join because we're streaming on LinkedIn and YouTube and Twitter, and then also the people who registered. So we'll wait about until like 8:01, 8:02 to get started. Exciting. Thanks everybody for joining. While we're waiting, we'd love to hear where you guys are tuning in from. So if you want to post your name and where you're joining from, we'd love to see it. My name is Grace. I'm a product marketing manager at DigitalOcean, and I'm tuning in from San Diego. Great. Okay. We can go ahead and get started. Thanks everybody for joining. Welcome to our Seal to Success webinar series. Today we've got a great panel of speakers talking to you about what's new on the GenAI platform and also how we built it. So first up, we have Shipra, who's the Director of AI Product Management at DigitalOcean. And then following her, we have Ben Batha, who is a staff software engineer. So Shipra, over to you to take us through our agenda.
Thank you. Hey, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. I'm here to talk about the GenAI platform that DigitalOcean has built and is in preview right now. We're going to talk about the new platform features. And then I'm going to hand it over to Ben, who's going to talk about how we built this and some interesting details around it. And then we are going to give you a sneak peek of what's coming up next. And then we'll be open for any Q&A. So let's get started. So what is the GenAI platform on DigitalOcean, and what problem does it solve? DigitalOcean is known for its simplified cloud infra management. It's quite popular cloud infra services, and we are extending this simplicity to AI development through our GenAI platform. This platform takes the complexity out of agent development lifecycle and makes it much easier to create, customize, deploy, monitor, iterate, and scale agents workflow for production workloads. And with what this means is time to value creation reduces significantly for our customers. As you can see, there are like multiple areas through which we cover. But the reason we are trying to simplify it is because agent development lifecycle is a bit different than the standard SDLC that most of us are familiar with. And to name a few, like, the unpredictable outputs, AI agents are non-deterministic. So the same input can yield different results. The evaluation is complex. It's not simple pass-fail test, or it requires custom metrics, human feedback, and subjective scoring. So in standard software, tests have clear criteria to pass or fail. Similarly, agent development has rapid iteration needs. There are frequent changes in prompts, models, and tools. You need specialized tooling, and sometimes prompt management, model routing, eval dashboards. You need to have guardrails and safety. It should handle hallucinations, data leaks, misuse. It has to have memory. Many times it can have memory in context, which means agents manage dynamic memory like RAGs, embeddings, not just structured state that you typically see with standard software. And then human in the loop, like feedback and tuning often require active human involvement. So as you can see, it can get overwhelming pretty quickly. So if you're coming from traditional software development, it becomes very hard to figure out what is it that you need to create value for your business through AI. So with DO GenAI platform, you can get started pretty quickly and have an iterative improvement approach by adding guardrails, knowledge bases, prompts, versioning, etc. What do we have today? So we have agent playground, agent routing, guardrails, function routing for any real-time interactions, knowledge bases, and pre-trained AI models that you could use. And we support all the most of the most popular open source AI models as well. So a lot of our customers have been using it and have found success with our platform. For example, Autonoma, it's a leading IoT platform for industrial machinery manufacturers. They help their customer fully digitize their systems, enabling data-driven services and sales. So they build AI agents that provide instructions to troubleshoot tricky technical issues. So right now, so I'm going to talk a bit about what we have and what we are releasing. So we recently launched knowledge-based citations. Whenever you're looking at your responses, you're interacting with your agents, it's extremely important for the AI-generated responses to source what's the attribution, because it gives credibility, it's easy to troubleshoot, it has improved auditability, and of course, it's easier for users to trust the source of that response. We also introduce agents insights. Right now, you can look at the performance metrics and cost transparency as part of agents insights, which means how the agent is using tokens, and what's the speed, and how are you being billed for what you're using it for. But we are going to be enriching it with more detailed insights as we move forward. So it's available today and you can use it as you create your agents. We also released agent versioning, and it's just that, every time you change a little bit, as we talked about, it's an iterative process to get to accuracy what you want out of agents. So versioning helps you track the changes that you have made to your agents, fall back on the one that works for you. It also helps you roll back in case the new version does not work as expected. We just recently released it. And now I'm going to hand it over to Ben. He's going to talk about how we built this platform and what was the evolution which took us to where we are today.
Great. Thank you, Shipra. So 1 year ago, it all started with an agent. The GenAI team was mostly comprised of former Paperspace engineers, an ML startup acquired by DO in 2023. DigitalOcean was readying the release of GPU droplets, and the team was hungry to offer new ML solutions on the stable foundations of a GPU droplet and with the full power of the DigitalOcean cloud to back us. We had a mini hackathon and made the agent, and this is what it looked like. As you can see, many of the essential features of agents you know and love today were present. Users interacted with predefined setup, including model settings, document retrieval, web crawling, and a built-in chatbot. Slide, please. When starting to build the DigitalOcean platform, DigitalOcean had some GPU droplets available to us. DigitalOcean did not want to be another also ran in the inference for training spaces, so we decided to leverage the strengths of DigitalOcean, having a cloud. RAG, or Retrieval Augmented Generation, a recent and popular technique at the time to improve AI responses with data, was a perfect fit for this. We would need customers to bring us their data, which they already had in Spaces, and we would store vector indexes for our customers, and we could do this in the Managed Databases product. Finally, DigitalOcean needed a bunch of internal tooling to build and deploy sandbox user code for use in our products. We could use this to build our customer agents. All of this played back into DigitalOcean's greatest strength, being a cloud provider. We were able to offer a complete solution to AI applications that our competitors are not able to, because you can build the whole of your application stack on us. And this is especially important as the industry grows beyond simple inference applications. However, we knew the DO AI journey couldn't end on a single product, so we built the GenAI platform as a platform from day one. You're seeing the fruits of this now with the upcoming launch of our serverless inference product. We knew that DigitalOcean would need the full suite of AI products. The agent was just the starting place. We knew we wanted to build a product that embodied DigitalOcean simplicity and met all of your ML needs in a one-stop resource, that agent. However, we knew that customers would need parts of the agent stack to build their customized use cases. So we architected the agent to accommodate that vision and to save engineering effort. We built and deploy customer agents independently from our GPU infrastructure that is used to serve inference workloads. And we built that inference layer with the knowledge that agents and other use cases would use it, such as our model playground and upcoming serverless inference product. So we built an inference gateway that runs in each region that DigitalOcean offers GenAI in, currently Toronto. This gateway provides a common API for all inference requests, proxies to upstream commercial providers, provides rate limiting, billing, etc., and all the things that you need to be a common cloud product. Finally, it orchestrates on-premises models to use the best runtimes available for each model and accelerator type. Our AI customers demand that AI has better performance in accuracy, throughput, latency than even the state-of-the-art of the industry offers. And these demands are quite reasonable. No user wants to see spinners on their chatbots or hallucinated answers. This pushes us to stay on top of industry trends and combine them with novel ways of your agent so you can benefit from our learning. Unfortunately, the machine learning landscape is highly fragmented and evolves at lightning speed. We quickly learned that the more complete a solution is, the more out of date it is. On the other hand, we couldn't start from ground zero. That required us to leverage open source and partnerships to the greatest extent possible. We found that the most advanced techniques are fortunately open source, but lamentably aren't a whole lot more than it runs on this researcher's computer. The partnership landscape is very similar. There are a few complete solutions out there, but are generally kind of out of date, and the cutting edge solutions often feel more like features rather than full products. So we quickly adapted our strategy to start from a foundation of more complete open source solutions and then augment them with partnerships and adapt them with cutting edge technology sometimes developed in-house. We have a case study of our RAG system. Those of you who are knowledge-based customers may have noticed substantial improvements in the accuracy of your agents. We made a concerted effort through March and April to improve our knowledge-based accuracy. Knowledge bases are an implementation of the AI technique retrieval augmented generation, which is a fancy way of saying shove your relevant information into the prompt context of your model. When the agent receives a message, we look up the documented fragments that are close to the query. We then include them in the user's message when sending it to the LLM. The final response is generated. The LLM can now use the extra information to generate citations or generally improve the quality of the answer. The initial release of this feature used a popular library called unstructured.io. Unfortunately, we found that it was not meeting our customers' requirements for accuracy, but provided a good baseline. We took a long look at the research in the industry, open source libraries, and partners. We were able to augment our use of unstructured with high-quality OCR libraries that utilize vision models and were able to understand the document structures like charts and tables. We adapted our chunking techniques to better understand tables and text documents and other semi-structured formats, as well as add support for structured formats like JSON. We use these techniques, we use state-of-the-art techniques like query re-ranking and hybrid search. Query re-ranking takes the top results from a database and has the LLM re-rank the results based on their relevance. Hybrid search uses lexical search, which matches the exact match of the user's text, and semantic search, which aims to match the meaning of the words in the query, and then combine them with re-ranking. There are some fun techniques that we also discovered along the way that were easy and yield surprisingly great results, such as storing a simple summary of the text in the knowledge base database. These resulted in GenAI scoring around 95% on public RAG accuracy data sets, which puts us competitive with the rest of the industry and ahead in many cases. And thank you. I'll turn that back over to Shipra.
Thank you, Ben. So we are going to talk about the upcoming features that we are going to be launching on the platform just this month, and then there are many more that are coming up next. So I already talked about agent versioning and insights that we recently launched. This month, we are also introducing serverless inference on GenAI platform. We have one of the most active developer communities, and we take the feedback very seriously. So this is something that we heard a lot from multiple customers. So with this, you don't have to use the agentic AI platform, but rather you can create your own agents by directly making a call to model endpoints through serverless inference. You can, again, this would be offering all the leading models that are out there in the market today. You will get the same simplicity as part of DO billing, so which means you don't have to create your different accounts through different providers. You can just use DO key and get access to different models for your use cases. We are also going to introduce customer conversation logs. This will provide our users with complete access to conversations between end users and their AI agents. And the system will store, organize, and make the dialogue exchanges available to help customers analyze the interactions and improve agent performance and create data sets for future model training and evaluation. And lastly, agent traceability. As you know, that DigitalOcean GenAI platform today supports multi-agent routing. And this tracing will provide users with visibility into the steps an agent takes to process their request from input to output. And this feature extends our existing agent citation functionality to reveal the complete path, including resource access, token counts, and processing times. We have many more features that are coming up. We'll talk about them in future webinars. And that was it. So I'll hand it over to Grace. And if folks have questions, we'd love to answer them.
Thanks. Thanks, Shipra and Ben. That was awesome. Yeah, we are open for Q&A. If anybody has any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat wherever you're joining from. We can see it if you post it in LinkedIn or YouTube or directly here on the StreamYard platform. So we're happy to answer your questions if you guys have any. Awesome. Well, if nobody has any questions, feel free. You can always reach us on our website. You can submit a support ticket or contact sales. We are happy to help you guys get started on the platform. We are currently running an offer right now for you new users. You can get $200 in free credits if you join. I just sent the link in the chat to get started. So thank you to everybody who was able to join, and thank you, Shipra and Ben. That was awesome information. I'm really excited to see where the platform goes in the future.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for joining. Thanks, Shipra and Ben.